I'm Jim Brogan. I was born here. I've been here all my life. I have 2 degrees from the University of Tennessee. So we do wealth management and retirement planning. Anything in your life that could impact your finances. So we serve people. And that's part of our mission statement. We serve people.
Good morning. Happy Thursday, everybody. Sure hope you have a great day today. Broadcasting from the peaceful side of the Smokies. A nice, chilly, dark start to the day so far. Obviously, it's not going to stay that way, but it's going to turn out to be a nice day. Now, a nice, cooler day. However, there is a little caveat in the forecast. We do have some clouds that are going to be hanging out with us here throughout the day today. So here are your weather headlines. More clouds basically south of Interstate 40, north of Interstate 40, less cloud coverage the closer you get to the Tennessee-Kentucky border. Other than that, the lows are going to stay chilly all the way through the weekend. High temperatures are going to stay fantastic. We are looking at some really nice weather to kind of work its way back in. Nice fall-like feeling weather anyway. So hopefully you have a chance to get out and enjoy this beautiful weather. Here's the setup. Now, those clouds that we were talking about here for the day today are associated with a little low-pressure system that's diving its way in from the north and west. You can see that little low right there on the screen, but there is a ridge of high pressure to our south and west. We'll talk about that here in a second because that's going to play a role in our forecast. First things first, though. As this little low dives its way from northwest to southeast, again, it's going to produce just a few clouds, and that's going to be about the extent of it. The dew points are going to stay on the drier side, so we are still looking at some really nice, quiet, dry weather. That's what's allowing our morning low temperatures to come on down, and those dew points will stay nice and dry throughout the entire day, not to mention the wind is going to stay, well, less breezy today than what it was yesterday. All right, here's your Futurecast. Picking up our timeline this morning, there's that batch of clouds hanging out with us. This will all kind of roll its way back to our west and southwest anyways over the next 24 hours. So the clouds will eventually start to move their way on out as we get into the afternoon and evening hours. But again, I think if you live south of Interstate 40, you're likely to have a better chance for seeing those clouds for the majority of the day. Now, I'm not expecting much in the way of precipitation. Maybe a sprinkle here or there, but that should be about the extent of it. All right, temperatures this morning getting us started. We're in the 40s and 50s. It's a chilly start to the day, especially across Upper East Tennessee, the Plateau, and of course the Smoky Mountains. We are trending about nearly 10 to almost 15 degrees colder this morning than what we were yesterday. And our goal today is going to be back into the 70s, making for a nice, comfortable evening. If you have evening outdoor plans, you'll need those jackets once the sun goes down. Rain chances stay 0 here over the next 7 days. Really not looking at much in the way of rain. Here's the reason why. Remember that ridge I was talking about over Texas? That's going to start to build its way into the area, with a low-pressure system swinging its way up the eastern seaboard. As this ridge builds on in, temperatures will gradually warm towards the end of the 7-day forecast. This takes us all the way through next Friday. Not only are temperatures going to be warming, but notice the precip chances. I've put down accumulated rainfall and snowfall on the map, and around that ridge of high pressure, we're going to have the majority of the rain, but underneath that ridge, we are going to stay rain-free over the next 7 days, if not above and beyond that. And that's what the Climate Prediction Center has been talking about here for the last several days. We are going to continue to stay on the drier side. All right, let's highlight that 7-day forecast. We're going to stay in the low 70s for your Friday. Saturday, back to those seasonal averages. Average high for this time of year is 75. So sunny and 75 for the football game if you're heading off there. And then that ridge of high pressure starts to build on in, and notice those temperatures are going to start to gradually warm to above average, back into the upper 70s to low 80s. If you're heading off to the football game on Saturday, here's that football forecast. It's going to be chilly in the morning. Now we're talking temperatures in the 50s, but as we head through the afternoon, temperatures will gradually climb back to the mid-70s. And so if you're going to be in the direct sunlight on the eastern side of the stands for most of the football game, it is going to be hot. And again, with that ridge of high pressure builds on in, Climate Prediction Center is talking about it as well, but we are going to be trending above average. So embrace this weather here today and for the next several days as it feels really, really nice. Hey, by the way, if you ever want just a 1-minute weather forecast, jump over to Witcher's 1-Minute Weather on the East Tennessee Weather app. It's available there for you 7 days a week. All right, so the peaceful side of the Smokies, we're talking Townsend, Tennessee. It's going to be a gorgeous day to hit the foothills. Listen, the mountains were calling. I'll see you soon.